What is going on, Crimson City? My name is Crimson CBAD. I'm bringing you guys our Week 10 Team Builder for GBA. It's been 10 weeks already. It's Week 10 Team Builder for GBA. Your Detroit Steelings taking on Coach Pokémon and the Bronx Beartics. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't excited for this match, man. I love Joey. I'm a fan. I can't wait to battle, man. It's going to be hype. I'm ready. I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring it. We got, our record isn't looking super hot, so we're looking to pick up some late season W's just so we're not, bottom. But, if we're bottom out, then we get like top of the draft, so all that fun stuff. So, definitely go check out Joey's channel if you're not already subscribed, man. He's a fantastic content creator. One of the few Pokemon content creators who I can just literally watch all the content they put out. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Go show him some love. Let's talk a little bit about his team here really quickly. He has the Zygarde 50%, nice and Stepfather. With the Aura Break, he can't have Power Construct, thankfully. Can set up with Coil, can set up a Dragon Dance. Can just be a banded user with things like Outrage and E-Speed and 1,000 Arrows, and it can be a Trapper with 1,000 Waves. I'd probably anticipate something like a Trapping 1,000 Wave set for something like Tangela this week. He has the Magnezone, which I love Magnezone so much, so very, very much if you missed that NPA battle. Magnet Pull, Sturdy, and Analytic. Probably I would anticipate like a Scarf Magnet Pull set for Jirachi, but we'll see about that when it comes. I don't want to get too into it. It could just be Magnet Pull with, Shuka or Akaberry or something like that for the Infernape or the Fire Punch on Jirachi, but hits really hard, 130 special attack. He's got the Necrozma. Necrozma is one of his Z captains. It has the Prism Armor ability, reducing the damage from super effective hits. It got a ton of new moves through move tutors in Ultra Sun and Moon. Can set up specially, can set up physically. It has Photon Geyser. It's an absolute monster. It can just be hazard control too, or hazard support rather. He's got the Whimsicott, an incredibly fast Grass and Fairy type Pokemon, Prankster and Infiltrator. Can Encore my Mons, can Switcheroo my Mons, can Moonblast my Mons, can Giga Drain my Mons, all that fun stuff. Whimsicott's definitely coming, and I'll talk a little bit about that here in a sec. Mega Gyarados, he can bring the Mega Gyarados, which has two great abilities in Intimidate and Moxie, and I mention that because, as you guys know in GBA, you don't need to Mega turn 1 anymore, and Gyarados is one of those Mons that really appreciates that rule, being able to just take hits better. If it's very obvious that I'm gonna go for a U-turn, you just Dragon Dance in regular form. You resist that bug type move, you resist that fighting type move, from Infernape. So that's something to keep in mind. And then he has the Mold Breaker ability after Mega Evolution. Very bulky Pokemon, very offensive Pokemon. He's got the Heracross here with either Swarm Guts or Moxie. All three are great abilities. I don't see Heracross coming, but it does, we got some answers. Heracross being very physically offensive. Moxie, same thing as Gyarados. After a KO, it raises the attack by 1 stage. Guts, if it is burnt, if it is poisoned, if it is paralyzed, it increases the attack stat as well, so that's something we got to be careful for. He does have the Linoon, and I know he loves the Linoon, and I know he wants to try to go for the Linoon sweep, so we're going to hopefully try to stay on top of that this week. Linoon has Gluttony, it has access to E-Speed and Belly Drum, which is very, very scary. Gluttony helping it out because of those the Super Berries. The Super Berries, I should say. He does have the Salazzle as well, 117 base speed, very fast Poison Fire type, can be like a nasty plot set with 3 attacks, can be like Will-O-Wisp. I mean, it's got the Corrosion on there, so it can just Toxic, things like my Jirachi. It can Toxic things like my lack of a Poison type. But it can do all that fun stuff. He's got the Rhydon, nice and aim. Very bulky Pokemon, has access to Eviolite, of course. Can be just a bulky wall for things like Infernape. It can be, a Swords Dance setup. It can set up with Rock Polish, all that fun stuff. Eviolite does boost its natural defensive bulk. And even though it doesn't have incredible special defensive bulk, it's still, like, that Eviolite will still, do stuff for them. The Excelgor is a Pokemon that I don't know if I see coming. I'll talk about what I see coming here in a bit. Excelgor, very fast, has a variety of hazards, can be very, very niche Pokemon to use. And then he has the Licky Licky, which is a very bulky normal type Pokemon. Can set up Wishes, can Swords Dance, Heal Bell as well. So strong, and base 85 attack isn't too crazy, but still, if you don't have a normal resist on the team, it still does decent damage. So some things to talk about on his team before I talk about what I expect. He has 2 Stealth Rockers in the form of Necrozma and Rhydon, and then he has a Spiker in the form of Excelgor, 2 Toxic Spikers in the form of Excelgor and Salazzle. He has no Rapid Spin on his team. The only hazard removal he has on his team is the Whimsicott. That is something to note. And then his only Heal Bellet on the team is, or his 2 Heal Bellets on the team, excuse me, are Whimsicott and Licky Licky. Got to make a note about that. So the Mons I see coming. I think Whimsicott and Magnezone both have to come because he has no answer for Crocoon. Nothing. Roar, Dragon Tail, all that fun stuff. Whimsicott and Magnezone have to come because Suicune manhandles his team. Zygarde 50 can definitely come. I see Zygarde 50 putting in a lot of work. I either see a supportive trap set for things like Tangela, or I see like a bulky, very, very bulky Dragon Dance setup, because it really doesn't care about Mega Beedrill all that much, or Lycanroc. I see Necrozma coming. I don't know what set I anticipate. I do see Rhydon coming as more of a physical set, a more defensive set. Maybe Necrozma being a little bit more defensive, but it has Calm Mind just to boost its special defense. And I do see Salazzle coming just because it's a very good Scarfed Pokemon to bring. And it's just pretty good against my team. Once Suicune goes down, Salazzle is just very, very good against my team. So we'll talk a little bit about our team right here. First up, we are bringing Mountain Lady, the Kangaskhan Rock, and the Normalium Z Inner Focus ability. There's no need to have Scrappy because he doesn't have a Ghost type on his team. So Inner Focus just in case he tries to go for flinches or anything. Aqua Tail hits the Rhydon. Aqua Tail hits the Salazzle. Fake Out is really good for the priority. Power Up Punch into Normalium Z Double Edge pretty much secures us a kill outside of Rhydon and Magnezone, and even then Magnezone doesn't want to take a Power Up Punch and I start boosting all over that thing. So natural defensive bulk on top of our 105 base HP will help us take hits from that, and then we can just go into a Normalium Z boosted Double Edge. So nothing too crazy here. Our speed here is set to outspeed Heracross. I don't see Heracross coming. I'm gonna say it now. I don't see Heracross coming. I don't see either of his bug types coming. So right there. That's where that's at right there. We have Anima coming this week with the Beedrillite, Adaptability, Drill Run, U-Turn, Poison Jab, and X-Scissor. 68 in HP, 252 attack, Adamant, 4 in defense, 4 in special defense, 180 speed, Adamant nature. So this is a little bit techie on the speed side. I can speed tie with Excelgor, but I don't see it coming. So there's no sense in running max speed either. I can run enough speed to outspeed Whimsicott. I can run enough speed to outspeed Salazzle. So here's where the logic comes in behind this. If he brings a Scarfer, I've got no need to run max speed. The most speed I need is for Salazzle, which is Salazzle hits 185, I would need 186. So if he were to Scarf something, it would hit 187. And then I would go into 188 here just so I could outspeed. And you know what? Just because of this, I'm gonna go it up to 189. I'm gonna go one higher just in case EVs are weird. This is just so we outspeed things that are set to, like I said, it's a really weird, if you guys understand, let me know in the comment section down below, but Mega Beedrill is set to outspeed Scarfers that are to outspeed Beedrill. Beedrill outspeeds things that are meant to Scarf to outspeed Beedrill, if that makes sense. Salazzle hits 185. I would technically want to go for 186, and then he would Scarf something above 187 because I've got no need to run max speed for a speed tie with Excelgor. So, being that said, he would Scarf something to 187. I'll go 189 just in case the EVs bring it to 187 or 188. I will outspeed those and be able to go for a Drill Run, U-Turn, Poison Jab, or X-Scissor. Being able to do all that is really, really cool. Drill Run obviously hurts the Magnezone. X-Scissor hurts the Necrozma. Poison Jab hurts the Whimsicott. X-Scissor hits the Mega Gyarados. Heracross isn't coming. Poison Jab hits the Linoon. Drill Run hits the Salazzle. Drill Run hits the Rhydon. I don't see Excelgor coming, and Poison Jab and X-Scissor hit the Licky Licky. So I really, really do like this Mega Beedrill set this week. I really hope he does not get Hazards up. Next up here, we are bringing Suicune. Backdraft of the Suicune is coming. I really, really do think this set puts in a ton of work, especially given the set that it has. Max HP, 28 in defense, 228 in speed with a Timid nature. We are outspeeding Gyarados and Mega Gyarados by 1 point. So we can toss up a Toxic. If he wants to like sub DD in front of me, I click Toxic in front of the Gyarados. If he decides to go for a sub or something, I can protect turns off, wear it down, I can sub up, get my leftovers back, and then Surf is just nice stab to have, because once Gyarados goes down, I mean, even Magnezone doesn't like Surfs coming from this thing. I mean, it's a base, what, 90 move? Yeah, base 90 water move. It doesn't resist it by any means, so it is just, it's a good move to have. If Magnezone goes down and Mega Gyarados is weak, this really just kind of wins. So, the max speed, I don't want to run max speed because I'm going to say it one more time, I don't see Heracross coming, so I'm not going to run max speed to do it. If he brings Heracross, it's Scarfed. If he doesn't bring Heracross like I anticipate, so be it. But that's how I feel about that. Next up here, we are bringing Houndoug, the Lycanroc Dusk with the leftovers, Tough Claws ability, Stealth Rock, Accelerock, Toxic, and Brick Break. 252 in HP, 228 in special defense, 28 in speed with the Jolly Nature. Again, we are outspeeding Mega Gyarados by 1 point. Accelerock is good to have for things like the Salazzle. Accelerock is good to have for things like the Excelgor or the Heracross should they come. Toxic, again, we're hitting that speeds here where we're outspeeding Mega Gyarados by 1 point. Brick Break will hurt it if it doesn't Mega Evolve. Accelerock will hurt it if it, or Brick Break will hurt it if it Mega Evolves. Accelerock will hurt it if it doesn't Mega Evolve, so we can just keep spamming Accelerock over and over after a Toxic. We can get our rocks up. Like I said, Whimsicott is his only hazard removal. It'll be doing 25% of the Salazzle upon entry, breaking Sturdy on Magnezone if he has it, chip damage on everything else, which is really, really cool. Very especially defensive to handle the Salazzle. I want to stress that. Salazzle is a huge, huge, huge problem. Choice Scarf and Fernape is also coming with the Blaze ability. Thunder Punch, I actually don't even need that. I don't need Blaze. I need Iron Fist. Let me change that on my notes here really quickly. I need the Iron Fist. I thought I was streaming for a second. Oh boy. Well, would have had to make a whole new team in 20 minutes. Thunder Punch, Hidden Power Ice, Close Combat, and U-Turn. Thunder Punch for the Mega Gyarados. Thunder Punch, yep. Hidden Power Ice for the Zygarde. Hidden Power Ice also hits the Rhydon. Close Combat hits anything that's not a resist, and U-Turn for the Momentum. With this speed, we are outspeeding +1 Zygarde, so we will be able to get some damage off with Hidden Power Ice, hopefully be able to do some damage with that thing. Zygarde is a huge, huge, huge threat. He's got a really bulky team. Hopefully get some damage off on Zygarde so Hidden Power Ice can come in and just do a little bit of damage. You know, 104 base special attack. I really, really like it. And then last but not least, we have Jirachi here. Real Steel with the leftovers. U-Turn, Drain Punch, Body Slam, and Iron Head. 252 in HP, 116 attack, 140 in speed with a Jolly Nature. We are outspeeding Heracross if it shows up. That's just a good speed tier to have. He's not coming, but that's what the speed is for. A lot of HP just to kind of hold on to that. Leftovers for the recovery, Drain Punch for the recovery, Body Slam and Iron Head is just really great for flinches and paras, being able to slow down some of his faster teams. He could definitely have something like Shadow Claw and Linoon, but I can Drain Punch that thing, and I can go for like a Body Slam for paras or something like that, because Serene Grace is a really broken ability. So that is my team going up against Pokémon in the Bronx Beartics. If you guys have enjoyed, show some love on that like button down below. Of course, if you're new, feel free to hit that subscribe button as well. Check out Joey's channel if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below of this team. Well, that being said, I want to remind you guys to be great and do great. I'm going to let this outro bang. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Later.